Hey guys, I'm coming back today with another quick and easy recipe. So I started out with some carrot bread and some raisin bread. So I went ahead and I had some already chopped up so we can kind of already get things started. So next, I already had 5 eggs that I had already, cracked and whipped. Next to this, I'm gonna be adding some cinnamon vanilla creamer, about a cup or a cup and a half, and then a cup of milk. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that added. And today I just had used some 2% milk, and I'm using the 2% because I'm using the creamer. And since the creamer, has a little bit more fat, I just decided to not use whole milk today. So I'm just gonna add that to the whipped eggs. And then next, I'm just gonna be adding some cinnamon to this. Now, if you like cinnamon, you can put a lot. I like cinnamon, so I'll be heavy on the cinnamon. But you can always adjust things to your liking. And then next, I'm gonna add some vanilla. Just, vanilla makes everything so yummy. Now, this is the second one. Here we go. Not open. So just add a little bit to that. And you can kind of just eyeball things. If you want to get your measuring spoons out and measure it, go ahead. But I'm just eyeballing it today. And I'm just going to go ahead and get this whipped mixed all together. Get that yumminess going. Now, kind of while you're mixing things up, you can just go ahead and get your oven preheated to 350. So that way, when you're done with everything, you can just kind of be ready to go. So just bear with me while I get everything mixed all up. Now, this is looking absolutely delicious already. Now, you can use whatever kind of bread you want to. I just was really happy I found some carrot bread the other day when I went to an Asian market. So I'm like, oh, that's something different. The carrot bread mixed with the raisin bread. So, if you have some brioche or something that you like to use, you can use that, or some regular cinnamon bread, or just some Texas toast. Just use what you have. Now to this, I'm going to, just pour matter of fact, let me make this a little bit easier. Instead of trying to pour it out of this bowl, I'm just gonna pour it from the cup. It'll make it a little bit easier to kind of get things evenly poured. Now, what I like about this recipe, one of my girlfriends taught me how to make this. I would have never thought to use some creamer, the flavored creamer, in my French toast. And when I say this is something delicious, this is absolutely delicious. And I'm like, oh, I would have never thought to use that. But this one is one of the ones that you don't have to let it soak overnight. There are a lot of French toast bake that you do have to let soak. Now I'm just gonna get the rest of this poured. I'm trying to not make a mess, because, honey, I think that bowl would have had us with a really big mess on our hands. So try to just get it together with the least mess. But this one, you don't have to let the French toast soak overnight. So, you can just make this the day of. You get up that Saturday morning, your family wants some French toast, but it's a lot of you guys. Honey, just make a French toast bake and just let that be that. So that way, you're not sitting flipping French toast all morning. You can make this and throw it in the oven and enjoy your cup of coffee while this is baking. So next to this, I had some brown sugar, regular sugar, and cinnamon. And I'm just going to get this mixed up. And then I'm going to get this sprinkled on the top. Now, I didn't add any sugar or anything like that to the mixture of the French toast, and that's because I added the creamer. The creamer is sweet. I'm not real big on overly sweet things, so you know, if you want to add a little bit of sugar to your mixture, go ahead. But because I already know that the creamer is sweet, I just opted not to put any in. But I am going to just sprinkle some of this on the top and get this in the oven. So you just, you know, want to sprinkle it. That way it's a little bit of cinnamon and sugar, and while it's baking, it'll kind of make a little crust on the top. So yes, I'm just cannot wait to taste this. This is looking delicious already. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the oven. I think I'm gonna cover this with some foil. I'm gonna get it pressed down and I'm gonna cover it with some foil and let it bake for about 25 minutes and then take the foil off and then let it cook the rest of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the oven on 350. It says for about 40-45 minutes. So I will see you in a minute. Okay guys, we just pulled this out the oven and this looks absolutely delicious. This is the carrot raisin French toast bake. Now I did cover this and I ended up cooking it for about 20-25 minutes, and then I took the foil off and then cooked it for about another 20 minutes or so. You can kind of eyeball it to just figure out, you know, if it's ready to come out the oven or not. Now right here, I had mixed some powdered sugar, some milk, and a little bit of butter. And then I still had a little bit of the cinnamon sugar left over from when I had sprinkled it on the top. So I had just melted that all together in the microwave to kind of make a glaze. Now, if you don't want to use powdered sugar, you can go ahead and mix some syrup with some butter and go ahead and get that melted in the microwave. Like if you just want to put a little bit of topping on it, or if you don't want to, you know, top everybody's, you can just kind of have a little mix to the side. And that way, when everybody comes to breakfast, they can just, you know, kind of add it if they want it. I'm just going to go ahead and add everything right now. This looks absolutely delicious. Now, everything that we cook here, we do donate, but I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece for you just so you can see kind of how it baked up, because this is just looking delicious, just ooey and gooey goodness. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, yeah, this I might actually taste a piece of this because this looks just absolutely delicious. Oh my goodness, this is your one pan French toast bake. You get this together, like I said, that Saturday morning when your kids want French toast. Look at that. That is absolutely delicious. And this just came out oh so perfect. So, like I said, we're donating this. I'm not about to eat this right now, but you get the gist of it. And until next time, bye.